Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of The More You Mow. I am Jay, and today we're going to be doing our first fertilizer application with 2024. Let's see what we're throwing down. So as many of you know who have been watching the channel for a little while, this has been my go-to fertilizer. So I was able to find this at my local Lowe's. I think it cost me about $20 for a bag. It says a bag covers about 10,000 square feet, but I'm going to go a little bit heavier than that. So I'm basically going to put down about 5 pounds of this product per 1,000 square feet. So I'm basically going to use 20 pounds in the front, 20 pounds in the back, and get the spread out. The reason why I went with this was because it is a 20.500, and when I did my soil test a year or so ago, this was pretty much as close as I was going to be able to get locally to what my results were saying. So this is all-purpose fertilizer. It also has 24% sulfur inside of it as well, so it adds that extra element that my soil test also said I needed for this area. So that's why I've been going with this. My go-to before was from Walmart. I used to use the triple 10. I was finding that for about 20 bucks a bag, maybe $20 a bag, but I had to get one bag for the front, one bag for the back, which equaled out to $40. So this actually turned out to be a better deal than going through the Walmart option. I used this also last year as my winterizer, which I put down around November, right around Thanksgiving. So that's kind of why I had a little bit of quicker green up than some of my neighbors. And I was supposed to do a fertilizer application right around Easter, but I got caught up. My daughter's birthday was kind of around there, so we were kind of busy and time got away from me. So now I'm putting this down. It's second week of April, so I'm a little bit behind, but I mean, it's not going to hurt anything if I go a little bit late. So as I said, I'm basically going to split this bag in half, use half for the front yard, half for the backyard, which equals 20 pounds for each application. And let's go ahead and get this in the spreader. So this is the spreader I'll be using to do my application. This is an Echo RB60. I've used this for the last couple of years. As you can see, if you're considering going between this and let's say a Scott spreader, I'd definitely spend the extra couple bucks and get one of these. I don't really have too many complaints with it. The only one that I really have is this handle. It kind of has some issues with closing the hopper. I mean, you can kind of reach down there and flip it shut if you need to. Sometimes debris and fertilizer get caught inside the chamber down there, so kind of got to knock it out of the way. But other than that, I mean, it's got pneumatic tires, so they're filled with air. It's not the plastic where it kind of builds up on the inside of the wheel and you get fertilizer burn sometimes. I used to have a Scott spreader. I never had that issue, but I've seen a lot of people online have it, so I've never experienced that with this Echo. So I would say that spending an extra couple bucks to get the Echo RB60 is definitely worth it. So here is the 20 pounds of the ammonium sulfate in the hopper. Someone had asked before if you can dissolve this in water and spray it out. I've been looking at the bag. I'm not seeing anything that actually tells me that you can do that. So I would go ahead and say no. I mean, you might be able to, but try it at your own risk. I haven't done it. I don't know if I'm going to try it. I don't think I will unless I see someone else, say that it actually will work for sure, because I don't want to burn anything up. But this is going to be our application, our first one for the year. This is going to be the 20.500, so that's 20.5 nitrogen, 0 phosphorus, and 0 potassium. And let's get this put out. And if anyone's wondering what setting I'm going to start out with, I think I'm going to start out with a 3. And I'll do a couple trim passes and see how it goes. But it doesn't hurt to do multiple passes, so that way you get a nice even application. So start low. If you feel like it's too low, you can go and work your way up, but this is about where I'm going to start at, which is the 3. So we finished going one direction, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go horizontal instead of vertical and get the rest of this out. So the next step after you go and get your fertilizer put out is going to be to blow all these little pieces of fertilizer back into the grass. I mean, hey, it's your fertilizer, you paid for it, put it back where it belongs. Now that we got all the product blown into the grass in the front yard, we're going to go and do the application for the backyard. I just mowed this and picked all the dog poop up yesterday. Who wants to bet that I'm going to step in some dog poop while I do this? I'm not even going to go and walk the yard and pick up poop yet. I'm just going to put this out and we'll see if I step in dog poop. Ooh, there's our first culprit right there. I almost stepped in it, but I didn't get it this time. Someone got it though, probably one of the dogs. Taste your own medicine. So far so good. I dodged like 6 turds, so let's see if we can keep the good luck going. Alright, so that's it for the first pass. Let's go ahead and start doing the second pass now. Now that everything's blown off, the next step is going to be to, oh yeah, like I said, I don't know what you guys are betting on, whether or not I step in dog poop or not, but yep, it got me. I guess I must have jinxed myself when I said I got lucky the first time. Now let's go inside the garage and we'll go ahead and turn on the irrigation. So now that I'm at my timer controller, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my system to go through a normal irrigation cycle. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and select my program, which we're using A, and I just hit start. So basically what that's going to do is water the front yard in one section for 20 minutes, which is going to be on the side over here. See if I can get it when the heads are coming up. Here we go. I know some of you appreciate the irrigation portions of the video, so I'm gonna go ahead and just be quiet and let you guys watch for a second. So I'm gonna let this zone run for maybe about, usually I go about 10 minutes, but today I'm just gonna let it run through a whole cycle, which I think it's 15 or 20 minutes per zone for the most part. I have some zones that are only set to make maybe 5 or 10 minutes, but the front yard is basically going to be 15 minutes per zone. Backyard is going to be 15 minutes per zone, and that should water this in successfully. And then tomorrow it'll also go through another cycle in the morning to make sure that it all gets watered in. So on that note, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, and today we just did a little fertilizer application, nothing too fancy. We just used a 20.500 ammonium sulfate from Lowe's that also has sulfur in it. Like I said, it's a pretty solid product. Just make sure you water it in after you're done and you'll be good to go. So this is the first application for 2024. My next one will probably be around Mother's Day. So stay tuned for that. And in the meantime, you'll see some more videos in between. So I hope you guys take care and enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.